Kim, was there any executive sessions held?
None were held.
Okay, before we get into our public comment, I'd like to take a moment here. For those who don't know about it already, there was an accident on 81 South this morning after 7 o'clock, and a state police trooper was killed. And it was a vehicle inspection, and another truck hit a second truck, and he was life-flighted but didn't make it. So it's, you know, the first responders, our police force, whether it's state police, local police, township, municipality, every day they go out and do their job, and these things happen. It's just a shame. Here's what we've lost an individual, a trooper, and also to keep his family and his friends and his kids and his wife in your prayers. So just a moment of silence, please, for that trooper. In addition, if you watch the news, we had 3 firefighters in the Midwest that were out volunteering in the wildfires. They were lost over the weekend. Once again, first responders doing their job, volunteering, trying to help, and they got caught up in the wildfire. On the good side, nice party on Friday night with the America 250. Great parade, a little bit wet to start, but we made it, right, Gary? Made it. And also, we went out to Frackville later on. Frackville had rain in the morning, and it lucked out, and had sunshine by the evening. And nice parade for a small town there, but the one for the 150, there was 3 string bands from Jersey and Philadelphia, the Buccaneers Bugle Corps from Reading, and also the Spartan North School Band. So a nice parade for Frackville. So like I say, good job to all the folks that are involved with the PADPO with the 250 celebration. It was a big hit. And congratulations to Frackville. And there's, I guess, Orangeburg is up this weekend. I think that's their anniversary Saturday. So, Gary, you have some information.
Yeah, also, I'd also like to put out a thank you to the, PACO and also the America 250 volunteers that worked the parade and also the fireworks that night here in Pottsville. Even though the little bit of rain, it turned out very nice. I think the turnout was good along the streets and so forth. And again, like Frackville celebrating their 150th, Orangeburg, and a bunch of things within the next couple of days to celebrate America. And that was hopefully our goal, was that Schuylkill County celebrates America. And it definitely, all the little towns, whether the big city like Pottsville to the small towns, are doing a lot of things. So if you get an opportunity, go out and enjoy and celebrate our country's birth. Also with that, on Sunday, this is something we've done over the past, I would say almost 8 years now, was with the Coal Region Racing Hall of Fame. They put together a Hall of Fame. If you know of anything in racing, there was a lot of tracks here in Schuylkill County, a number of them. There's now 2 left. Actually, Forestville, and they do a special run down in Auburn. But the thing is all these people definitely put their life and legacy together to keep that motorsports together here in the county. So like anything of any recreation, this is one, and they go out and recognize. And what we normally do is we also, the commissioners, give them a personalized proclamation recognizing of their legacies. We did that on Sunday, and I'd like to put their names into the minutes and the record that their proclamations were received. And I'll just run over the names quickly, if I may. Bill Boyer, J.D. Emsinger, Andy Fayash, Scott Herning, Terry Hauser, Marty Luckenbill, Bill Oates, Reinhold Fred Thiel, Toby Tobias Sr., Hank Wellbank, Bruce Williams, and Danny Wood all received proclamations. And I'd like to put that in a form of a motion, if I may, that they receive
I'll
their
second that
proclamation.
motion, Commissioner.
Commissioner Pedora, Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes. Thank you, Commissioner. That's good.
Okay, next up is public comment. Good morning.
Good morning, Steve Moyer from Mechanicsville. My wife's here. If you let me claim her 3 minutes, if I go over, please.
No, that's not how this works.
Okay, that's great.
There'll be no breaking in today. You have your 3 minutes. Okay.
I went to Klein Township Data Center meeting last night. Sat there for 3 hours. The planning commission was there, the supervisors, and the company. Truly, a quarter of the questions asked were not answered. PP&L stood up and said, you know, the company's gonna pay for the transmission line. And then she said, well, you know, our electricity could go down because of PP&L, that affects me. They asked for questions, I went up, just like now. I said, Steve Moyer, possible. No, you can't speak. You're not, it doesn't concern you. I said, sir, PP&L concerns me. Get out. The guy behind me, 5 cops took him out. My thing today is the supermajority of our politicians, not all, but a very select few are, our politicians are beholden to big business. And it is so sad that we have to be able to say, well, I want to say something that I don't live in Klein Township, but it affects me. That's crap. I mean, that's what we've come to. Whether you're a township, borough, city, county, state, or federal. All you guys care about, if you're in the supermajority, is what big business is going to do for you and what you can let them do. I mean, because that does affect me. I went home very upset for that planning commissioner to slam his thing down and say, no, get out of here. You guys work for us. And I'm not taking your time, but I'm saying this. You talk about the 250th anniversary of America. I am so saddened and disgusted at the way this country has become, because the politicians are beholden to the big corporations, and we can't get, we're not getting ahead. Now, when they raise that rate up there, that's going to affect me. Down in Manus, Virginia, where the commissioner got his packet from the county, the light bill for a guy went from $100 in December to $280 in January of 2026, and it's been that way since. So, you know, don't tell people it doesn't affect you if you don't know what you're talking about. Because really, it was a good thing I was on my third value that I'm prescribed, because I went over that table at that man for saying it don't concern you. He didn't know what he was talking about. He wanted to talk so Amazon would believe he's trying to approve this project.
Mr. Moyer, that's your 3 minutes.
Okay, last thing. PP now said, oh, the transmission line coming down to the data center, that's going to be paid by the company. That's going to be paid by all of us when they write it off of their taxes, and somebody has to make that up. Not just Klein Township, all of us. And so, while I appreciate you observing the 250th anniversary of our country, I am deeply, deeply brokenhearted and saddened at the state of affairs of this country. Thank you for letting me speak. And thank you for letting me go over the time.
Just a point, was that their planning commission, Klein Townships? That wasn't the counties, correct?
Correct.
Right.
Make sure. Okay.
But he's very ignorant. I mean,
Okay.
he could have just said, no, only, I didn't know it was only Clown until I read the article last night. When she was here, she said, local residents only. How can you say that when it affects us all if we're on PP now? I hope you guys have a happy 250th anniversary. Because I'm not.
Morning, Chris.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Commissioners. Chris Molesky, Norwegian Township. Please refrain from any comments until after my 3 minutes. Today, I would like to address something that affects every resident in Schuylkill County, how our county communicates with the public. We are no longer living in 2006. We are living in 2026. Residents expect government information to be available with a few simple clicks. Transparency should never require detective work. I recently compared Schuylkill County's website to Westmoreland County's website, and the difference is night and day. Westmoreland County provides an organized website with easy access to departments, elected officials, staff directories, public reports, services, contacts, and information that citizens need every day. It is clean, modern, and easy to navigate. By comparison, Schuylkill County's website is difficult to navigate. Residents click through multiple pages just to get basic information. Some department links take you away from the county website altogether. Financial reports are difficult to locate. Board appointments, board members, vacancies, appointment dates, and term expiration dates are not readily available for the public to review. Government information belongs to the public. It should never feel hidden behind layers of menus. This brings me to an important question. According to county information that I previously provided, the IT department consists of 7 full-time employees and 2 per diem IT specialists, with total salaries and wages at approximately $470,000 base salary each year. Taxpayers are investing nearly $500,000 annually for IT. What are they receiving in return? Why isn't there a modern website, searchable and easy to use? Why can't residents quickly locate reports and public records? Why doesn't Schuylkill County maintain an active county Facebook page to communicate meeting notices, emergency information, job opportunities, public hearings, and other important updates where residents actually receive information today? A modern website and a strong social media presence are no longer optional. They are fundamentally responsibilities of transparent government. An effective website saves employees time, reduces phone calls, improves efficiency, builds public trust, and demonstrates accountability. Every unnecessary click, every missing report, and every piece of information that cannot be found weakens the public's confidence. Commissioners, this is not about appearance. It is about transparency, accountability, and public service. The technology exists. Other Pennsylvania counties already have demonstrated it, which can be accomplished. Schuylkill County should not be settling for less.
Mr. Molesky, that's your 3 minutes.
Okay, I'll wrap it up by saying, as we prepare to celebrate our 250th anniversary of Independence Day, I thank you for your time, commissioners, your service to Schuylkill County, and your consideration of these recommendations. I wish you, county employees, and all of Schuylkill County residents a safe, happy, and enjoyable 4th of July. Thank you guys for your time.
Welcome, Chris. Anyone else? Good morning, Mr. Dunkel. Good morning.
Jeff Dunkel, Palo Alto. 5 elected officials not here at 9:30 this morning, receiving a nearly $100,000 salary and benefits package. Ms. Stevens' right to know request issue is still going on. Ms. Gaffney still has yet to come and explain her FMLA claim to the public. Moving on, speaking of the 250th, the event was a good success in Pottsville. Great job to the committee, PADCO, the county, the city, and also the city street crew. They did a great job. Gary, thank you for donating all the food for the spread for Friday night. Larry also came down, helped set up, and did a good part getting sponsors as well to offset the cost. Boots, I'm glad you stayed awake for the parade. It was good to see. And of course, Miss Gaffney joined you. So, photo opportunity, so can't come to work at all. But let's get on a float, get some pictures, and throw some candy to the kids. It's truly disgusting her disregard she has for the taxpayers. Absolutely mind-blowing. You guys sit up there and allow it. And I know you say it's a row office, blah, blah, blah. You gotta push for her to either show up or get her out. There's gotta be ways it can be done. Make it public. Make it known that you're disgusted with her not showing up for work. 50 hours in less than 6 months. It's unbelievable. Larry went on the radio on Friday. I was busy helping set up for the event, but the link was sent to me over the weekend. I got to listen to it. He praised all the row office people for showing up to work and getting their work done, and completely false. Completely false. I'd love for people in a row office position, some of them, I would say the majority of them, show how many hours they're actually in this building. Of course, that gets blocked with security issues if we right to know request them. Show how many hours you're here, making that $100,000 a year on the back of the taxpayers, while people are struggling to pay their bills, as everything's skyrocketing. 4 of them, I guarantee, are in this building less than 20 hours a week. Just think of that, what that equals to an hourly rate. One of them, who we all know, guaranteed less than 5 hours a week. Unless there's a photo opportunity, unless it's taco day in the canteen, I heard she loves that. Or if there's a tour, she took over for Horny Hal doing the tours. Truly disgusting, the way she misrepresents the people. He also complimented Joanne Stair for her efforts in the West End. It's funny, one of her biggest donors, one of your biggest donors, Boots, one of Larry's donors, is one of the biggest people spreading biosolids in the West End. Again, it's all trying to keep from letting the public know the truth. And speaking of that, the audio is absolutely horrendous for this. Last week, my stream went down middle of the meeting. And thanks to all the people that work in this building that actually messaged my page, messaged my phone to let me know that it went down.
Jeff, that's
Stopped me in the hallway.
3 minutes.
Okay, everybody else went over, so I'm gonna wrap it up. So thanks to everybody in the building that did that, let me know. But it's actually, I mean, it's absolutely horrible, the way that you can't understand a thing. And that's, I don't know if that's what you're trying to do so the public doesn't know what's going on up here. But transparency needs to be the main focus. So get that fixed so that people know what goes on at the meetings. And lastly, the tax assessment on the designee list, those appointments, if somebody can please explain them before you vote on them, because they're confusing and contradicting from what was voted on previously. So if we can explain who's on the board, what positions, that would be ideal before the vote takes place, because it's completely different than what was done before. And we can't get any list of any board members, because they refuse to put it on the website. We have no terms, any conflict of interest. Again, transparency. We have no idea who's on what board. So I would appreciate it if we were told that prior to the vote being taken. Thank you.
Anyone else, public comment? Now we'll have the meeting. First up is adult probation. CJ, good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. CJ Begansky, adult probation. We're looking for approval, Commissioners, to purchase one 2026 12-passenger van from Sands Ford using PA CoStar's program number 025E22205. The total amount for the vehicle is $69,061. The vehicle will be purchased using offender supervision fee funds at no cost to the county.
Thank you, sir. Silver News, morning, Carl.
Morning. Morning, Commissioners. Carl Rumble, Children Youth. Several items today. First, requesting a rate adjustment to an existing agreement with the County of Bucks for their detention services. The per diem rate would be adjusted to $750, and this is pursuant to the rate review and revision provisions in the original agreement. Next, we're requesting approval of an addendum to the agreement with Bethany Christian Services of Central Pennsylvania out of Lancaster, extending its term period to include fiscal year 2026-27. The current rates and terms with the new end date of June 30th, 2027. We're requesting approval of an agreement with Friendship House, Scranton, Pennsylvania, for the Cloud Home Residential Placement Services Program at per diem rate $341.73 for the term July 1st, 2026 and June 30th, 2028. Next, we have 9 agreements, each for the term period of July 1st, 2026 and June 30th, 2027. First of those is with Guide Spring Incorporated of Milton, Pennsylvania for counseling services with a rate of $100 per hour. Next is with Clock Tower Schools of Glen Mills, Pennsylvania for community-based residential services at $314.15 per diem. Shelter care at $348 per diem. Next is an agreement with the Signature Family Services, West Reading, Pennsylvania for in-home community-based prevention services with hourly unit rates as follows. Parenting, casework counseling and diversion, $84.53. Visit coaching is at $93. Domestic abuse intervention program, the individual rate is at $102.90. Next is an agreement with Kobe's Family Services of Leola for their foster care services with per diem rates ranging as follows. The basic age 0 to 11 program is at $92.72. The specialized plus foster care is at $277.58 per hour. They also offer kinship support services with rates as follows. The trust-based relational intervention course is at a unit fee of $7,000. Individualized workshops are at $400 per session, and consultations are at $400 per unit. Next, we have an agreement with Pine Brook Family Answers of Allentown for foster care services per diem rates ranging as follows. The Tier 1 traditional program is at $65.17. Tier 3 intensive is at $97.76. Next, we have an agreement with Dynamic Counseling Associates LLC of Easton for outpatient counseling services. Evaluations are at $950 per unit. Individual therapy is at $150 per hour. Family sessions are at $175 per hour. Group therapy is at $55 per hour. And they also offer a residential treatment program. The level 3 version is at $884.89 per diem. The next three agreements are identical in terms for independent counsel services for dependent, alleged dependent, formerly dependent youth as appointed by the Schuylkill County Court. The monthly retainer for said services at $4,429.93. The extraordinary expenses rate is at $75 per hour. And those three agreements are with Attorney Thomas J. Campion of Pottsville, with Attorney James G. Condell of Schuylkill Haven, and with Attorney Thomas Pelch of Pottsville, Pennsylvania. That's what we have. Thank you.
Engineer Lisa? Morning.
Good morning. I'm requesting approval to enter into a lease with Spring Garden Heritage LLC to Christine's Way, Harleysville, for the office space in the building known as Siders Hill, 648 Gordon Novel Trail, Pottsville. The lease is for 7,490 square feet and is divided amongst the Conservation District and the Penn State Agricultural Extension. The Conservation District has 2,810 square feet, and the Penn State Extension has 4,680 square feet. The term will be for 5 years, commencing September 1st, 2026 through August 31st, 2031. The monthly rent is $4,247.78 for the Conservation District and $7,074.60 for the Agricultural Extension, and that comes out to $18.14 per square foot.
How was that compared to the last time we had those leases? I know it's a good company. too.
It's, the Siders Hill was sold
Right.
to this company, and it has increased. The rent has increased by 7%. Yes.
Thank you.
Morning, Ron.
Okay.
Good morning. Ron Zerman, Grant Writers. Approval of a revision to the 2023 CDBG program, moving $388.60 from the Butler Township Shamokin Street line item to the Butler Township Home Rehab line item. Approval of a revision to the 2022 CDBG program, moving $741.50 from the Shenandoah Market Street line item to the Shenandoah Demolition line item. And approval of a change order number 1 for $7,500 to a contract with the Ford Construction and Demolition LLC for a demolition at 326 and 328 Pleasant Street, Minersville. This will increase the contract from $24,300 to $31,800. This is to replace the wooden siding with vinyl siding due to unforeseen damage. That was a fire property. So,
Thanks, Ron.
yes.
IT, morning, Connor.
Board of Commissioners. Connor Mass, Information Technology. Approval to renew an agreement with TDI Capital for lease of rubric backup solution. Solutions provided by Head Incorporated. Term of the contract will be 3 years, starting July 24th, 2026 to July 23rd, 2029. Cost per year is $37,498, totaling $112,494.
Thank you, sir. Communications, morning, Scott.
Morning, Commissioners.
Busy day today, already, huh?
Yeah, not good. Motion requesting an agreement with Essential Management Solutions of Pottsville for general consulting support services of $12,260 per month, and also project management services for $7,000 per month. Term of the agreement is for 12 months, starting 1 July 2026, ending June 30, 2027, and there's no increase from the previous years.
And this has been the same for a number of years.
Long time, yeah. Thank you. See you on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Morning, Deanna.
Good morning, Commissioners. Deanna Orlowski, Office of Senior Services. Approval of an addendum for fiscal year 25-26 with Accessing Independence doing business as Independent Living Services of Lancaster, PA for personal care services to increase the rate allowed by the Department of Aging, APD 260104, dated April 16, 2026, effective October 1st, 2025, allowing for a 4.5% increase to the provider. The rate is $24.41 and will increase to $25.51 effective July 1st. The contract cap will remain at $472,231.80. I'm requesting immediate approval. Approval of an addendum to extend the contract for fiscal year 26-27 with Accessing Independence, doing business as Independent Living Services of Lancaster for personal care. The rate per hour will remain at the $25.51 and the contract cap will remain at $472,231.80. Approval of an addendum to extend the contract for fiscal year 26-27 with Lifeline Systems Company of Framingham, Massachusetts for personal emergency response services. The cost per consumer per month will remain the same at $25 and the yearly contract cap will remain at $8,796. Another immediate approval requested. Approval of addendum to extend the contract for fiscal year 26-27 with Automatic Security Alert Incorporated of Munhall, PA for personal emergency response services. The cost per consumer per month will remain at $29.50 for traditional and $41.50 for cellular. And the yearly contract cap will remain at $21,950. Immediate approval is also requested.
Okay, so looking for motion for two items from Accessing Independence, and then also a contract with Lifeline Services, and also a extending contract with Automated Security. Is there a motion?
Second, and the cap you're saying is just staying the same?
Yes.
correct?
You make it, I'll second.
Second.
No, you-
So moved.
And last second, yes.
Commissioner Fedora, Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Thank you.
Deanna, also, I
Yes.
just want to recognize, I know you put out a email about the Pottsville Center. It's
Yes.
gonna be open till at least 6 o'clock in the evening
Yes.
for a cooling station.
That is correct.
So, you know,
And we did
the-
get additional cases of water from
Okay.
Scott Price from the city of Pottsville
Right.
for the center. Unfortunately, last night, only one person took advantage of that additional time being
Okay.
open.
But it's gonna be tonight till.
Tonight and tomorrow, yeah,
Tomorrow,
so
okay.
6,
All
yes.
right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Okay, next up is our Finance Office, Glenn.
Good morning, Commissioners. Just one item for informational purposes only. That is a $5,000 budget adjustment in the Human Services block grant period.
Thank you. Administration, Mr. Bender.
Good morning, Commissioners. First item, approval to ratify the designee approved contract for the month of June. I'm asking for approval at this time.
Is there a motion to approve
So
the,
moved.
I'll second that on the question, roll call?
Commissioner Fedora, Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
And on behalf of the School Conservation District, approval of an agreement for the sale and purchase of agricultural conservation easement between the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the County of Schuylkill jointly in perpetuity for a total purchase price of $246,580, in which the county contribution totals $20,000. This agreement of sale is for the Jerry L. and Edna F. Musser, number 1 farm, UPI 28-4-3 and 28-4-8, consisting of 123.29 acres in South Manheim Township. Next, on behalf of STS, approval of vehicle maintenance contract with the Schuylkill Transportation System, providing maintenance and repair services to Schuylkill County vehicles at a cost basis plus 15% for parts and fuel, and a labor rate of $58.32 per hour. Self-service vehicle wash is still available at the rate of $5 per vehicle, and the contract term is July 1st, 2026 to June 30th, 2028, and we are asking for approval at this time.
So is there a motion to approve the designee contracts?
So moved.
I'll second that on the
No,
question.
This one is the
The
STS contract.
I'll get those separately.
I think you just did the
Yes, we
designee.
Didn't you already, I thought they already voted on
We did the
the,
designee, we're on the STS.
We didn't do the, can we do the contracts?
No,
No,
this
we
is for the, this is for the maintenance, contract, Paul.
did they vote on the designee contract? Or
Yes.
not?
We can do the.
Yeah, but you asked for a motion on, you asked for a motion on the designee contracts, but I think we already did that.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, my.
Is it on my designee list, Paul?
No, we already passed the motion on the designee contracts.
Okay, so we'll.
It's just the contract, it's a vehicle maintenance contract.
So we need a motion to approve the maintenance contract with SCS.
So moved.
Right.
Okay, I'll second that on the question.
Commissioner Fedora, Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes,
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
my mistake, sorry. Mr. Kern, Human Resources Office.
A few items today. I'm seeking approval of a side agreement with the SEIU Local 668 to pay one or more employees for translation services at an additional $75 per pay period. The employer will determine the need and select capable employees. The agreement may be terminated at any time by the employer. Also seeking approval of an extension of existing contract with Lehigh Valley Health Network. They've adjusted their rates for the occupational medicine and employee screening services as of June 2026. New rates take effect immediately. There are hundreds of possible services under the contract, with prices increasing, some decreasing. New fees for the frequently used pre-employment screening are standard physical, $93.75, rapid 10-panel drug screen, $57.50, observed specimen, no charge, UBS 10 panels with MRO, $55. And also approval for the renewal between Revive Health and the County of Schuylkill for the term July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2027. Revive Health provides virtual primary care, urgent care, and mental health therapy in addition to 1,000 plus medications at no cost to employees and retirees. The annual cost is $150,396. It's offset through a monthly reduction in the county's medical billing. And personnel actions. In senior services, the appointment of Justin Price, Aging Care Manager 2, the rate is 18.93, effective 7/6/26, rate is per the contract. In tax assessment, the transfer of Raymond Majorino to the position of field appraiser. He's coming from clerk typist 2 in children and youth. The rate is 17.5736, effective 7/13/26. Informational item in court administration, the appointment of William Amesbury as a law clerk effective 7/13/26. That's a per diem position. All the appointments pending drug test and physical where appropriate. All actions involving salary or for positions being created are pending salary board approval. And we are asking for a motion on the senior services position.
Is there a motion to approve the senior services request?
So moved.
I'll second that on the question. Roll call.
Commissioner Fedora, Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
Any new business for the, or I'll take motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay, moving right along. Come on, paper. Salary board, any executive sessions, chief clerk?
None were held.
Okay, is there any public comment for salary board? Mr. Duncan?
Jeff Dunkel, Palo Alto. I didn't really have anything planned, but again, I'm following up to get an answer to the designee contract. Those people are getting paid, so it's part of salary board, if you ask me. Again, who are the board members on there? And it's different than what was voted on previously. Can the public get some answers? Why do we have to keep putting right to know requests in, getting denied because there's no such list that exists? But yet you guys keep appointing them and putting them on boards at $20 and $30 an hour, but nobody knows who these boards are. So again, transparency is key. Why can we not know who's on the board? Why is it hard to get these answers? And why do we have to keep putting right to knows when they get denied after a 5-day extension, after their 30 days, and then at 4:25 p.m. is the constant trend here. So can we please get answers? Thank you.
Any other public comment for salary board? If not, moving along. Of course. Human services, personnel actions?
In children and youth, we have a stipend for Guillermo Beitler, caseworker 2, $75 per pay period, effective 7/13/26. That's for translation services. Also in Children and Youth, a stipend also for translation services for Brenda Moran Delgado, clerk typist 2, also 75 per pay period effective 7/13/26. In court administration, creating the position of law clerk per diem effective 7/13/26, and then setting the salary for William Amesbury in that law clerk position at the rate of $44, effective 7/13/26. That is all.
Okay, need a motion for two people to be translators?
So move.
I'll second it. On the question?
Commissioner Fedora, Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess.
Yes.
In the case of court administration, motion to create a position, also set a salary for William.
Oh, controller,
Sorry?
controller.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Yes.
My fault. Okay, moving on to court administration, creating a position and also setting a salary for William Asbury. Is there a motion?
So move.
I'll second that. On the question?
Commissioner Fedora, Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Controller Yekenship.
Yes.
Yeah, and Judge
Okay.
Russell.
Anything else required for business for the salary board? If not, I'll-
Is there anybody here from court administration?
Sorry?
It's Judge Hale.
Or just, is it
Sorry,
Judge?
Judge Hale.
Take the roll call.
Judge.
One more time.
Okay.
Do it again. So let's do the roll call again for court administration.
Commissioner Fedora, Commissioner Heatherington,
Yes.
Commissioner Hess,
Yes.
Controller Yekenship,
Yes.
Judge Russell.
Anything else for the, not the business, but entertain a motion for adjournment.
So move.
Thank you, sir.